Vic.
That was awesome. Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
That was amazing, guys. So, oh my gosh, my head is about to explode with ideas. So, Steffi.
Yes.
Before I send Vic my my ebook,
yes,
we need the trailer. We've got to get the trailer done.
The trailer for the 40 book, for the 40 hours.
How to write a book in 40 hours, yes.
Okay, do you have anything in mind that you want? Maybe we can get a picture of all the authors involved and do like a fast speeding slideshow with a very intense music to go with the new cover.
Everybody's Facebook pictures. I've created a folder of everybody's photographs that I can email to you. And I'm seeing a trailer saying, you know, 100 authors from, and then the countries where everybody is, just rolling through all of their faces, come together to learn how to write a book in 40 hours. I would love everybody's input on creating this trailer, because I think this is going to be amazing if he could just get it out onto one of his pages and help me promote this. I can then take it to the next step, because what I'm thinking, the last page of the ebook will have a freebie, which is all the videos that I've created so far. Can anybody think of anything else I could add in there?
Yeah, you know, he mentioned press releases. There are services that you can use for press releases that'll send it out to hundreds, if not thousands, of sources.
Do you have the name of those services?
PR Web is one. I'd have to look, but PR Web's probably the biggest one. But don't send it out until you talk to me, because if you send one press release, it might cost you $600 or $700 because it goes to so many different sources. But if you buy a subscription, a friend of mine, you know, gets 100 of them, so they're only like $30 to $50 per press release. So we could use his subscription to send it out.
Okay, awesome. Denise, you said, what about Huffington Post? I was actually thinking about writing an article about all of the authors. I was thinking of a 3-part series where I profile each of the authors who's taken part, but I was thinking maybe I'll do an introductory one, and then one while people are working, and then one when you're finished and the books are on your website.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And it gives everybody exposure on the Huffington Post, and people can actually follow the story as well.
Yeah, that sounds fabulous. Also, do you have a public Facebook page for this project?
Because
yes, there is a page. I want to promote it too.
There is a page, and I will send everybody a thing so you can get your friends to like it as well. People got confused when I created the page and the group. So some people are stuck on the page, and I'm having to transfer them to the group, but there is a page.
Okay. Send that, or post that in the group, and I'll like it, and then I can recommend it, because I've got other people interested as well. Thank you.
And Margaret is saying when we get the money part all going, as well as Forbes.com is worthwhile. What do you mean, Margaret?
I mean, once we're selling our books and get the, you know, actually translate what we're doing into dollars, Forbes, I think, has a brilliant reach for a totally different market too.
What I was thinking of Forbes and like the New York Times, I was hoping to challenge everybody to push the sales from 100 each to 300. So I did the maths over the weekend. We have 100 authors selling 300 books each at $35 a copy. That makes $1 million. I think that will make an amazing story for the New York Times or Forbes or anywhere else.
I do too.
100 authors collaborate to create $1 million in 40 hours.
I actually want to price point my book at lower than that though, and say maybe get $19.95 for my book and have 2,000 sales.
That's fine. I'm just thumb sucking here.
Yeah.
Because my book sells for $35 and I just worked on that, but same thing applies. If you want to sell yours at that price, we just work out, I think it works out at 300,000, 30,000 for each person, $300,000 for each person for us to create $1 million collectively. So however you break it up into the numbers is just I just thumb sucked there.
I'm pretty good with just making $1 million on my own.
But you see, the thing about what we're doing is this is a collective. This is 100 people sitting all over the world. And if we can prove that this is possible, then it means that, like I calculated, if I was going to make $1 million on my own at $35 a copy, all I have to sell is 30,000 books. So it is very doable. And
for everyone, that's what I'm saying, for everyone to really raise the bar and as to what the vision is that they have. Part of the reason what you're doing is working because we're getting the visuals. When you've got the book cover, as you said, and you're carrying it around, you're making your dream come true because it's tangible. So really we could create whatever we wanted. And $1 million would be a great story. And I think $1 million is almost a no-brainer with the group that we've got. So I'm just really excited. I think we're going to get a lower price point for most people. And as I'm reading the comments, that seems to be the general feeling, that if we lower our price point, but we're talking about the volume come through. And I think Vic just gave us some amazing marketing strategies.
Can I tell you something about pricing books?
Yep.
When I wrote my first book, I had no idea what it was worth. But I decided I wanted to make $30 a copy because the book supports my foundation in Zimbabwe. And I picked $35, and I've sold 15,000 copies in the last 9 years. So it's all about perception of value as well. But I hear what Steffi's saying in terms of her genre and the fiction, that's different. But people don't buy my book for the book, they buy it to support my cause. So that's just the only difference in terms of what I'm doing. But I think this is very doable. I can see us generating 100 million between the 100 of us. So one of the other things I need from all of you, we are now 46 people in the group, I think. You need to introduce a friend. By the end of this week, we should have 100 people in our group for us to really make this work. There's 46 members right now. Please introduce a friend, and I want you to introduce a friend like you. The fact that we have come together like this, you guys think in a completely different way. There's somebody in your network who does the same. So please invite a friend into the group today. Before you sleep, go onto our wall, invite a friend into the group, and let's push it up to 100. So by the time we connect tomorrow, we're working out the strategy to go forward. That makes sense, guys?
Yep.
Yes. Oh, I've got my microphone on. Hi, Jessie.
Whoa, I am so excited. I can't wait to transcribe this video because there were some amazing nuggets there. I'll get it transcribed and you'll all get a copy. And what we will do is once we have the 100 in the group and we have my trailer done, we have, Steffi's already been working on the cover. Steffi, please share that with the group. Let's get some feedback. We picked a really crazy photograph of me jumping on a trampoline. Because this is a crazy idea, and I just thought, let's put the craziest photograph I've ever had taken for the cover of the book. So please give us some feedback so Steffi can finish the book cover today. Now she has to work on the trailer. Janine. Yep, fire away, Janine, about titles.
Yeah, I put it up before because I'm receiving two different lots of advice. There's, I know you said you loved my title, Get the Balls to Get Real, and I'm adding to that, the subtitle I've forgotten it now. How to communicate effectively for healthy relationships. Now, some people, you're saying, yeah, that's a really catchy, raunchy title. Other people are saying, no, that's too clever, it doesn't show what the book's about. And to look on sort of Amazon and copy what other people are saying, like copy other sort of titles that will get the searches, will be hit by the searches. What do you think?
Would do if I were you? Do you know how to use Google Drive?
I've been using Google AdWords. That's how I came up with effective communication and healthy relationships.
Okay, I'll teach you guys something about Google Drive. You need to poll amongst your friends on Facebook for the title. So you go into Google Drive, you create a form, and what I might do after this call, I'll create a little ebook on how to do it. But you can create a form with the two titles and say to people, which one do you like? And it will create a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet, and you put it, I put mine on, I sent inbox messages to people, and I also put it on my wall, and I said, I'm looking for, I actually did it when I was trying to create this group, actually. I'll do it for you, and you can just copy and paste and put it on your wall, but use Google Drive to create the form to capture the data, which will give you an Excel spreadsheet. Does that make sense?
Okay, yes. Yes, yes.
You know, sometimes when you have a poll and people will give you a place where you click this one or that one.
Yes.
That's all you'll be doing.
Yeah.
And you send that out to all your friends and then do a poll on which one is getting the biggest response.
Okay.
So go outside of our group as well. Decide on the two titles that you really like.
Yeah.
And I'll create this little ebook after this lesson and send it out to everybody. I'll put it on the Facebook group wall. Do a poll.
Okay, thank you.
What else do we have before we go, guys? Steffi, do you want to say that?
Yeah, I've got the vision of the trailer in my mind. I'm ready to get started on it. So if you can send me the pictures and the locations that you have already, email them to me. And then once we have the 100, it'll be done.
Okay, cool. Anything else? Vanessa, sourcing feedback on Facebook work for you. Oh, good. So you're happy?
I am very happy. I put a bunch of names out to some friends and asked for some honest feedback. I got a lot of advice, but I also got a lot of I ended up coming up with a really great working title.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So what do you think the subtitle of how to write a book in 40 hours should be? What did we say, Steffi? What did I send you?
I can't remember. Because I didn't write it down either.
I've gone blank.
It's not on the cover.
Hey?
It's not on the cover, I know that much.
So a fast, easy process for busy people or something like that. What do you think, guys?
It needs to be as crazy as the cover.
It definitely seems like it needs to reach a little higher. Like if you're putting you jumping on a trampoline, something about reaching beyond what we think is possible. Something about where there's a will, there's a way. Something along those lines.
Yeah, I think it has to have something in it about being successful at doing it. It's like Vic said, anyone can write a book, but hardly anyone sells them. So it's how to create a successful book that will sell.
Can you put that in the chat window? Can you put your comments in the chat window? Because I normally copy and paste this into a Word document and look at it later. Deborah, what do you think is the subtitle for How to Write a Book in 40 Hours?
Oh, I like what she's just said. I think the whole thing about how to write one that will sell will resonate because, yes, you can write the book. That's the easy part, as hard as it is. The hard part is selling it.
Okay. Margaret.
Okay, I'll say something, then I've got to go, as I've got a client. I actually think a little bit differently. I think there is so many people out in the world who just want to write a book who don't even think about that next stage of selling, and I think that's like the next stage for you. I think getting it out of people is the first stage. So get the book going, and then that next stage of add-on service is, well, we can help you market it too. So for me, it would be like how to write a book in 40 hours, let it out. You know, something just a little bit different.
So I could end up with a whole series, you're saying?
That's what just, you know, Vic was saying in terms of that, you know, you can offer a next service and a next service. Well, for me, you know, the point of what attracted me was I want to get this book out of me. It's driving me crazy that I have it there and I haven't done it. And I went, wow, I can get it out in 40 hours. This sounds phenomenal. Then the next step is when I've got it out, wow, okay, well, now I want to market it as well. Oh, she can help me with that too. Fantastic. That's just my view.
Okay, I like that. I love that. Thank you. Anything else, guys? Anything else that you need to talk about before we go? Otherwise, we will call it a night or a day or whatever it is, wherever you are.
Yes, I have a quick question for everyone. Yeah. What are people using to voice record?
People are using different things. Some are using their iPhones. There's a piece of software called Pamela for Skype, which you can download for free. The free version allows you to record 15-minute chunks, which is what I would prefer if you're emailing the files to me because it's lighter. Don't go and record a whole hour. The files get really big. There's Audacity. Deborah's just talked about Audacity, which you can also download for free online.
Okay.
What else is there? And I know Windows has got a voice recording software. I'm not sure what it's called. Windows 7.
Yeah, I have all Mac, but I've tried to use my iPhone, and I'm wondering if anybody else has encountered the same situation where I try to email the voice recording, but it says it doesn't have enough. It says the file's too big, or if you're doing it in a different way.
What I do with my iPhone recordings, I don't try and email them from my phone.
Okay.
I sync my phone to my computer and download them.
Okay.
And then get them out.
Perfect. I completely forgot about doing that.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
Margaret, I use GarageBand on my Mac. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So you're on a Mac, Vanessa?
Yep. I do.
So there's another. I've never heard of GarageBand.
It's awesome. You set it up as a voice, just as a voice recording, and I just make sure it's 15 minutes.
Perfect. Thank you. That's
all right, I've got to go. Bye.
Bye, Margaret. Tomorrow. I think today has been absolutely amazing. Yeah, Tony is a pretty cool guy. To get Vic Johnson online for us to get that, yeah, that was just phenomenal. I got so many ideas. My head is exploding.
That's very exciting. Thank you for putting this together.
My pleasure. So, Steffi, if you stay on, we'll talk about the trailer and get this done. Thank you so much, you guys, for again coming to play with us. This feels so good. It feels right. I feel like, for me personally, I have hit on something here, and I'm just on that. It's about to go the tipping point. It's coming. Janine, do you want to say something?
Okay then, I haven't. My mic's not even on mute. Yeah, Vic said about having a promotional plan, and then you just follow that and keep doing it. And I'm a marketer. I know what that's all about. But even I'm going, well, what's the best way of promoting it? You know, how should we go about that? And, you know, what's best practice? So it'd be great if we could access someone's best practice promotional plan, so that we could then work out what our promotional plan should be.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. All right, guys. Steffi has to sleep, so I need to pin her down for a few minutes.
I've had a nap. I've had a nap. It's fine.
Thank you so much. We'll catch up with you guys same time tomorrow.
Thanks, Betty. That's been wonderful. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Steffi, I'm going to grab a coffee quickly. I'll be with you in a second.